Again, I'm not sponsored by CEX or anything like that. I get no money for promoting or even advertising or even talking about CEX. This is just my personal experience. What's up there guys, it's Mac, hope you guys are well. Yes, it has happened. I have finally found my launch CEX. I've never come across a CEX that's just literally launched, and this is a new branch. I've been following it for a while. It's opened up in East London and it's on Whitechapel station. Just literally when you come out the station, take a left and it's literally there. And this area has never had a CEX before, so it's really cool that they finally got one. Obviously the East London ones in Stratford I tend to go to a lot, but this is finally one in this area there where they never really had a CEX previously, and definitely there's a market for it. And I've personally not seen a CEX store launch essentially, and I've been following it. I saw the banner go up and I've been like, wow, when is this going to open? On the website it's always been just stating that it's closed until obviously further notice. And I always knew that whenever a new store opens, right, they have to get the inventory from somewhere. They're not going to literally just take all trade-ins on the first day and have an empty shelf. They need to get stock. So obviously they're going to go through the inventory, get all the awesome retro stuff. I'm talking things that are basically what I call out of the neck of the woods. If you go to CEX stores outside of London, in more rural parts of the UK, you're bound to find better finds purely because there's not much of a demand for people going in there and actually buying the stuff. It tends to be more people actually selling the stuff and then leaving it there because they don't really, they're either clearing up the attic or the basement, and that's where you find the gems because they don't really know the prices, so they tend to just sell it and just, you know, just whatever. Because I think it was in Reading CEX where I found Mega Drive, Sonic 1, 2, and I think 3 as well, all for like £1 each. I mean, that is a bargain. Try and get that now, you're not gonna find it for that price. So this is what I'm talking about. You're gonna keep an eye on that type of stuff. And this store was no freaking different. They literally pulled all the stops and they got consoles and games, things that I've never seen ever in a CEX before. They had it. And I knew it was just literally the luck of the draw. I've been following this store for a while and I happened to go today, 3rd of August, and I just happened to just stumble into the store. It still looked the same. The two shutters on the side were still down, but the central shutter was up, so where the door is essentially. And I thought, okay, let me just check it out. I go to the front of it because usually they have like a lot of employees going back and forth doing stuff. They were basically renovating and fixing up the final fittings, and lo and behold, I see people walking about inside there. I go, okay, let me see if this door opens. But obviously, like most people, you're nervous about opening the door in case it doesn't open and it's like literally just for staff or something like that. But I just thought, I can see customers there, I'm gonna try it. I push the door, it opens, I walk in, freaking egg, it is open. And I asked the staff over there and he goes, it's literally the first day we opened today. So this is literally my first finding. Couldn't get a good tour video of the actual store itself, but I've got some pictures that I quickly snapped. Essentially I went there close to the closing time. I believe they closed at 7 o'clock PM. I literally got there literally 5 minutes before, so I quickly got a chance to have a look at some stuff. There were some gems there. Guys, let me quickly just show you, there's some pictures going through now, you can actually see them. The first picture I'm going to show you is basically at the console section behind the glass cabinet. Obviously I'm going for the retro stuff, so that's what I'm looking for. I see a Jaguar there for I think it was £110 there, an N64. I mean, how often do you guys see an Atari Jaguar in a CEX store? Come on guys, seriously. It was unboxed, obviously, but still, it's there. Sega Saturn there for, how much is that? 50 odd quid? Not bad, not bad. But they got a bloody Game Boy printer. Guys, a Game Boy printer. 20 quid. You know, how often do you come across that? These are the type of gems of the sort of the odd items that you don't usually come across. you're finding in sort of CEXs that are outside of London. And obviously this is being a new store that just opened. I had to get in there. You will find gems, things that you won't find in other CEX stores, or there'll be nobody, or they've already been picked through. So yeah, things like the Game Boy printer. You got your typical Game Boys there, your DS's, a few consoles at the back, you got your Switches at the top. That's that picture. Have a look at this picture, guys. This one has a bunch of retro stuff that I'm always looking out for. I've recently started picking up N64 games again. I want to complete that PAL region full set, the loose cart set, and I've been going in hard on that collection. And I've got a bunch of pickups that I will be showing you guys. But definitely from this store, can you see what stood out for me? One that I don't have, and I know that is really, really expensive. Do you see it, guys? I'll give you a clue. The bottom left-hand corner. It is Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. This particular game here, I picked it up for £25. Guys, you try and go on eBay and see if you can find that for 25 quid. Trust me, you won't find it. It tends to be abroad sellers, like either from Spain, Portugal, other countries, right? But not from the UK. You're gonna pay for the additional postage and all of that jazz, and it becomes a lot more expensive. Obviously the box one is obviously a lot more expensive, but I found the loose one. Even for loose, you won't find it for 25 quid. I quickly did the eBay search, couldn't see it at all. It all tends to be abroad sellers, and I was like, I'm not having that. I'm getting this game. So I got it. You got Zelda, Majora's Mask over there. You got Mario. You got all these Game Gear games. You got Atari Lynx games. You got Pokemon Red there for £15. I don't know if that's legit or not, but hey, it's there. I'm sure they've done their checks, so it might actually be good quality. Obviously with Pokemon games, I would always advise everybody to double check everything, because there are a lot of Pokemon fakes out there, and they do tend to get through the system and they go into CEXs. To the right hand corner, sort of the midsection on the bottom shelf, on the right hand corner, there's like a 4-way original Game Boy multiplayer sort of official multiplayer adapter, so you can plug in 4 controllers or 4 Game Boys, connect them together onto one Game Boy. It seems like a multiplayer adapter. I believe that is for the original Game Boy. It's an official Nintendo accessory there. Couldn't see much. I never knew much about that one, but again, that's a very odd item that you would not come across in normal CEXs. It's stuff that you would see in gaming conventions and stuff like that. And it was only £5, guys. I didn't pick it up because I was in a rush, so I quickly saw the 2 games I wanted to get and I grabbed them. Do you know that the second game that I was basically after? I'm basically after GBA complete in box games at the moment. Only the ones that I play and the ones that mean a lot to me and things that are from my childhood. And this is a Game Boy Advance game that I really wanted to get. It is Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, complete in box for £15. It's got the instruction manual, the cartridge, the manual and everything, the box, inlay box and everything, and it's a clean, crisp box. I was really happy with that. Again, that goes for a fair bit on eBay, especially complete in box, and I found it for £15. I had to pick it up, but yeah, it's there, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, you got NES games there, you got the VR headset, and there's a bunch more other stuff. It's quite a small store, obviously. It's just a normal square section for the customers to walk into and actually sort of see everything. You've got DVDs and Blu-rays to one small section. I had a quick look at the Blu-ray section because I'm actually picking up quite a lot of sleeve Blu-rays for like good films that I actually will watch, and good action films and good adventure films. I have a few solid franchises that I want to sort of get, so I'm always looking out for those. You had a small section for the PS4 and the Xbox One games. You had a nice little Switch and Wii U, a 3DS game section. But it was quite a nice small store. Counter was right at the back, and obviously those 2 shelves were on the right as you walk into the store, so they're the bits that I always look out for, the glass cabinet section where all the retro finds tend to be. Anyway, guys, this store is in Whitechapel. It's in East London. It's right next to Whitechapel Station. Do check it out if you want to get some gems. It opened up today. Today is the Friday, the 3rd of August 2018. So do check it out if you are on your way around this area. Check it out and hopefully bag yourself some gems as well, like I did. But definitely it helps being the first one to a new launch store opening, and that was just completely random. I would not have expected for me to actually find it on the first day of it being open. So anyway, that's the quick video of that new CEX store in Whitechapel. Again, I'm not sponsored by CEX or anything like that. I get no money for promoting or even advertising or even talking about CEX. This is just my personal experience, and this is a CEX retro store. More of a retro store, I'd say, compared to a normal modern game store, because they got quite a lot compared to a normal modern game store, because they do have quite a lot of retro things in this store. And yeah, I haven't done a CEX store tour for a while, but if you do want to see my previous CEX store tours, do check them out in the playlist. They are in the end cards. You will do check that out. I got a bunch of CEX stores that I did tours on, and I basically sort of gave them my impressions on it. So anyway, do check that out. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. I really appreciate all my subscribers, so thank you very much for that. Do subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate that. And until next time, take care guys. This is Mac. Peace out.